Sanctum.
I met Julia here at Marriott Hotel, the love of my life. And upon seeing her, I had a feeling. I was touched by the Holy Spirit. Because I worship no other God but the one above. So when I hear the voice that this is it, this is the woman, I went straight with no doubt.
Shape my story to a mystery. Getting your phone or something, I don't know.
Marriott. Yeah. Talking about us, talking about me, talking about my story. This is where I met my husband, my gentleman. You know, I came to this hotel for business. I came here for adventure. I came here for so much. But it gave me something I least expected. So I've always said, I never bring a man to a hotel. I never bring a man to my hotel room. It's business scene only. So there was I just sitting, looking around after a day gone bad. And day gone bad, and I was thinking, where do I get another business opportunity so I don't pack up and go back home? But I was sitting out here. Actually, there's a seat, not this seat, somewhere around here, out here. And sipping on coffee, listening to music, working on my computer as usual. Forgive me, I can't do without coffee. So, and I was on Snapchat, and this gentleman walked by and said, "Hi, my name is Raj. I am into production. I think from the looks of it, you seem to be into production as well." And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm a producer. So maybe we can talk sometime." Whatever he said, I was saying, what was this stranger doing on my table? And I said, yes, of course we can talk. All I wanted in my mind is like, please just go away. But on the second thought, I'm like, well, this could be another opportunity I'm asking for a business sit down. Someone in my field, someone in my line of business, and then we can talk some sense, you know. Or I may take advantage of him and pick on his brains. He did give me a request for my number, and he said Raj. And I was thinking, is this Frank Raja in Ghana? And I had to do my background check at the end of the day and found out someone I was working with, Prince Richard. Thank you, Prince. Said he knew him. He had worked with him somewhere 2011, 2015, and was off shooting a movie or something.
So as the story continues, I left and we exchanged numbers, and I left here. We have to meet the following day for lunch. When I called her, she went like she's going to Kumasi, not knowing she was also doing her background check on this man that went like he's a producer. And I asked her what she was doing when I met her the first time. She went like, yeah, I'm a producer. I said, I'm also a producer. My production name is RAJ Multimedia. That's the house, which is well registered in Ghana. We've done a couple of movies as well, which she has also done that. We do events, I'm into tourism and all that. So I gave her a brief of me and I left.
So, more sip on the coffee. Coffee will always bring me good luck. So we decided to meet. And through that meeting, I had lied that I was going to Kumasi. I've never been to Kumasi. I was going to Kumasi, so I would meet him too soon. And went off my other meetings. He agreed to meet on, I think that was the 2nd of February. when I said I was coming back. I was due back from Kumasi. So we met here, and it was supposedly to be for a business meeting only, no strings attached. And during that meeting, he did something that moved my world. He showed up and he told me about himself. You know, when someone goes from his worst side to his best side, like sitting down and saying, I am the most wanted man in Ghana per se, but it's not like that, not bad like that. No one is perfect in this life. All of us have our crazies. But someone tells you they are craziest before getting to the best side of them, I'm like, this is my guy. Because oftentimes people make the mistake of reaching out and telling you the good things about themselves. And maybe sometimes they tell you 99% of the truth and leave out the 1%, which is very minute, but to me is very significant. I like the whole 100% because that's how I get down, knowing who you are. And he said so much. By the end of that meeting, I was moved to tears.
So the following day, we were supposed to go for lunch. I called her. She came to meet me downstairs. But as everybody knows who Raj is, my costumes, my swag is different. And my life shows up. I don't show up, but my lifestyle shows up. So immediately, she saw me. She went like, she has to go and change because she dressed like a princess going for presidential dinner. And I came in with my jogging, but with my combination always. So she has to go change.
I was dressed up, clad as a princess, as usual, Julia. I won't change my dress code for nobody. But when Raj showed up, he was on a local outfit, as in his jogging or whatever he had on. Sent me a snapshot. I didn't take note of that. But when I came downstairs to meet him, I said, oh Lord, I'm too dressed up for you right now. Let me go up and change. I had to respect myself. So I did. Somehow, I had to put on this Adidas black, and he had exact the same matching outfit, kind of. From that time on, we've always matched with our dressing. Always matched. I think it's a natural thing with us, but then we decided to keep going with it. So, my first day out, I'll say my first day, I've never dated with him. He said, this is my wife, you're my wife, and that's how I'm going to treat you.
She came down, we went for lunch. I took her for lunch somewhere out of this place so that she have different diet apart from what she's been taking at Marriott. We left having dinner with a bottle of wine to start with, which wine is the blood that we're all being soaked in. So I give her a glass of wine, we toasted. Julia doesn't take alcohol that much. So with 2 sips of, the wine, I saw she got a bit tipsy. I said, no, let me take this advantage this time. So before she could talk, I grabbed her mouth and I started kissing her.
You know, when people pretend too much, they go out to eat, they want to take you to high-end restaurants and all of that. He took me to a local restaurant, and while he was served, he washed his hands to eat, held my face and kissed me deep. And I was like, uh-oh, is that asking me out? That's how we started. And then I whispered to him, I was about to ask you to kiss me. And we laughed about it. That was the beginning of our relationship. He said, Julia, you're going to be my wife and not my girlfriend. And if it's a girlfriend, I don't want. But you is going to be my wife. And I wasn't looking to have a boyfriend or anything else or a husband. I wasn't looking for it. But the joy in my heart, how I felt about this man was unique. And I couldn't mind showing all the affections that I could show wherever, including showing in front of the hotel when he dropped me off that night. So I breached my policy, no hotels. That was a sign for me. It was real.
After 2-3, head of kiss, she looked at me strangely. She said, wow, really? If you hadn't kissed me, I was to hold your head and kiss you. That's when I really knew it was confirmed that this is really my wife. So I have to put all aside and pray that God, which I've already told him before, that anything surrounding me that does not come from you, God, I don't want it. Even money, even business, whatever it is that is not from God, I said, I don't want it. So from hearing upon this lady saying things that I've been thinking about, I realized, oh, she's been sent. Because sometimes human beings are sent as angels, but it's level than I, or the wisdom and the blessing and the grace of God, for you to be able to recognize who this person is, or for you to see the voice that I heard. This is what I heard, because I know the eyes inside projects the optical eyes. So I took it onto that direction, and then God being so good, the response was clear. We connected. I think without connection, we couldn't explode. And I think my life haven't been the same, as it's been said in the word. And as I was growing in the commandment, it says, seek ye the word of God first, and all other things shall be added unto you. As I seek his word, I saw that these are part of the things that he's adding unto me. Since I met Lady Julia, my life hasn't been the same. Business, social life, family, even friends. All my fake friends wiped away without me telling them go. Everybody's gone. You understand? My communication has changed. Even though I know how to costume myself, my lifestyle, my dressing with her became connected. When we come out, the light shines. And it's the same thing is in the word. It's a darkness cannot comprehend light. And my name, Suraj, the definition of this name is light. And I respond to this name. So when she came and said, sweetheart, do you know who you are? You are light. Without knowing the definition of my name, she kept responding to the words that I've been speaking inside that no one heard. This lady will respond to me that you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, you are so rich, you are so that, you are so wealthy, you are a work. She gave me a word that you say you are a walking wealth. Wow, walking wealth. Walking wealth. Unless the person with an ear that can understand. Listening and hearing is different. But I listened and I heard it. Walking wealth. So I decided, no, that there's nothing I can hide from this woman. If you can't hide something from somebody, it means that you become one with the person. Being one, yes, that means that I found my soulmate. Then we have to tie the knot. Even the first day, I just told her, you are my wife. So I repeated it again, that so, will you marry me? I went down, go look for a ring. And I came, I promised her. And she said, yes, I will marry.
But you know what? I never wanted to go over to his house or to his place. I never wanted to know where he was living. It was not my interest. And I said, I'll go and come back. I'll go back to the US and come back. And maybe this time for us to know us a lot better. But 2 days before I traveled, wish I'd done a COVID test. Sadly enough, I was feeling sick. I was under the weather. I was thinking maybe from having a meeting out here, I caught up with malaria, or malaria did a date with me. So I was really feeling down, and the COVID test popped up and it said positive, you are COVID. I'm like, whoa. And it was about the eve of Valentine's Day. And I didn't know in his heart, he's saying, how could she be running away when it's Valentine's Day and I'm about to propose to her? I didn't know. I had no clue. And my heart is, I really just wanted to get home to my kids, to my family, to everybody else. And COVID stopped me.
So Julia had COVID. And COVID has become a deadly disease. But I also believe it's all about the mindset. But once something has been ordained, we call it maktub. Maktub means it's being written. And what God put together is a no being can put asunder. With a touch that I had when I spoke to this angel called Julia, when she said she had COVID, I said, hallelujah, COVID. Because she went for the test after I've kissed her and all that, and she had COVID automatically. I had COVID. That's what then. I thank God for you having COVID so you are not flying. Let's go home. Because I was looking for opportunity to take her from this hotel to my home. And COVID said, awa awa too. Others were dying out of COVID. I was embracing COVID because COVID drew my angel closer to me.
I've never seen someone this excited that the wife is sick or wife to be or supposed wife is sick. Thank God for COVID. She can stay with me right here in Ghana, and I have the opportunity to take her home. Well, that opportunity became a lifetime gift to me, and it left an indelible mark in my mind. And because before coming to Ghana on the eve of my 40th birthday, I'm 40, I prayed to God and I said, Dad, I've done so much for you. I need you to visit me. I need you to visit me in human form because you left us when I was 10 years old. And I met this man who was exactly like my father. When he took me home, God knows, he took care of me like my father would. He made sure I was okay. I remember those 48 hours where I was begging for my heart to just beat, for my heart rate to just beat. And he was right there and said, wake up for everybody. Wake up for your kids, wake up for your children, wake up for your mom, everyone needs you. And he would warm water for me, made sure he bathed me, made sure I drank enough fluids, made sure he was peeling up all the herbs that was needed. And I came to. That alone made me know this man would love me forever.
So I took Julia home as an African and a black man. And I believe so much in our tradition and our traditional medicine. I don't go to the hospital. I do traditional medicine that my grandmom taught me. So I went into ginger, garlic, onions, every morning, dawn, hot water. I treated Julia. Myself and Julia, one very good week, hot water. She got healed. I got healed. After 1 week, we went to the hospital. Julia was negative. She was to travel. She said, wow. I said, then I told you we were going to die together. So if we didn't die, but we became committed because we lived together. We treated each other in a room, isolated from my family, because I lived then with my family. So we have to lock ourselves in a room for me to treat this injury. God didn't forget me. God recognized. God knew what he was putting together. As a human being, I listened with my other ear, and I knew this is it. I need no retrogression. I need not going back. I made my mind that upon the millions of women that I've known, this is the chosen one, and I'm going to get married to her, no matter what.
It's like when they say, for better, for worse, that was really my worst already. And he was right there making sure I stood on my feet. And that changed it for me. He was my husband. He is Raj. And I decided I'm going to marry him, do or die, and we died together. He got sick because I was sick, and we treated ourselves in that COVID-locked room. So COVID-19, thank you. You brought us so much goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Even when I was trying to fly back already, and insisting that I will keep another day, COVID held me down again. We started getting in from one contract to the next, contract to contract, our meetings, and just like I told him, open the doors, baby, I go and I sign the deals. He was opening and knocking, and I'm entering and signing the deals, doing the contracts. And we like that, we packed like that, we're loaded like that. So my best friend, my playmate, the game changer, tell you what, we're friends. We do fuckery together, everything together. We lie to each other about each other. We speak the truth to each other about each other. And then we gossip to each other about each other. How good could that be? That's my husband. It's Julia right here. I'm ready to bear the name Dean. And yes, it's Dean and GHAM. Thank you.
I asked her, she asked me, are you married before? I said, yes. It didn't work, but I have a child. Are you? He said, no, but I have children. I said, baby, bring the children. They are my children. I have mine. He said, he is mine. We'll put them together. Then we have to let what God said get married so that his blessings can be multiplied. His blessings can be increased. His blessings can be additioned. His blessings can be increased multiple excavated into our family, which I've been waiting for ages that I've never found. But I found it in this young angel that God sent as a human being to locate me at the right place, at the right time. This is our story.